Alright, so I just came back spending 3 weeks in Western Europe, and these are all the everyday carry things that I bought while traveling coming up in this video. Let's go. Hi, my name is Ayan. On this channel, I'll help you find the right tools for your daily life adventures, and some of these right tools I have discovered and found while traveling abroad. I absolutely love traveling and checking out the local culture, local cuisine, and also the everyday carry shops that I could find in any country that I'm traveling. And this time I have been to Western Europe and Greece, and I have discovered so many great items that I wanted to bring back, and I have got some of them. Some of them are not available in my country, some of them are really expensive, so it's always great idea to explore what's nearby. And to be honest, I've never made a dedicated video showcasing you everything that I brought from one single trip, but I think I'm gonna change that. So this is everything that I got from my 3 weeks in Europe. Everything is nicely packed in this bag, and surprisingly there was a shop with this name, EDC Greece, in Athens, from where I have got a lot of different things. Also gonna save this nice bag, although it's pretty bumped up from the trip. But without further ado, let me showcase you all of these things one by one, and I'll also take you to the overhead camera whenever I feel the need. So starting first, this is one of the great sort of a sword, sort of a small dagger. I don't know what you call it, but this one is a small European style sword that I picked from Prague, Czech Republic. And usually if you look at the swords that's available in India, it's mostly curved because our ancestors used to have curved swords. But when you go to Europe, they usually have a straight sword with dual edge. And it's more like a souvenir, to be honest. And I really love Prague and Czech Republic. The Gothic architecture, the city, everything is pretty amazing. And I have picked this one from Prague Castle souvenir shop. And this doesn't come with a blade itself because this one is blunt. It's more like a souvenir. And I don't know if I'm gonna be using it for EDC, but I definitely want to add this to my YouTube site. I don't know how, but I also want to sharpen the edges, and just for the sake of doing it, I also want to sharpen it and keep it sharp. It comes with this sheath, as you can look, and over here, as you can see the Prague sort of a Gothic vibes over here. Lankin cloth, I don't know what that means. These looks like a wolf sort of a faces, some sort of a dragon faces going on over here. The handle is really good. The detailing is really nice, and yeah, as you know me, I am a knife lover, and usually these kind of swords are not available in India. I was not sure if I would be able to bring it, to be honest, but I just kept it in my check-in bag, and here it is. And yeah, the deployment is also really smooth. It doesn't feel like loose or tight. It is the absolute friction that is required from the sheath. So yeah, that was the first item that I got from the Prague Castle, the small sword. And let me know how I use it. I definitely want to sharpen it and also put it somewhere in the set over here for display purposes. But yeah, it really looks nice. Look at that. Alright, let's move to the next item and talk about bags for a moment. And if you know me, I have this philosophy that there is a bag for every sort of situation. So I have a lot of different bags in all sort of shapes and sizes, and this one really saved my ass while traveling back. So this is a small sort of a tote bag which folds in this particular form factor, which is really small, and I actually was overweight a bit, so I had to use a tote bag and then bring some stuff with me in the cabin. And I picked this one from Zurich, I think, in Switzerland, and yeah, this is how it looks. So you can open it up and then it will become a tote bag, and yeah, this will become a small pocket in the front. Not waterproof, but it's a really good material. I think the material is still water resistant. It's not fully waterproof because of the zipper, but overall it's a really good sort of a tote bag. As you can see, comes with a zipper. There is no pocket inside, but if you look on the outside, there is a pocket over here and a pocket zipper over here, and this is the bag handles. And yeah, as I mentioned, it's a water resistant material but not fully waterproof because of the zipper. But yeah, it was relatively cheap. I think I got it for just like 500 or 600 rupees INR, 5 euros, something like that, 5 francs. I'm not really sure, but yeah, that's the first bag that I picked. And on the same note, I also had another bag, but this one I picked up in the EDC store in Greece. This is a really interesting bag. This one is called Nota Bag, original bag and backpack. I never heard about this company before, but I think they are pretty much popular in the Europe EDC space. But what this bag is really doing, it's a small form factor bag, then it becomes a tote bag and a backpack. So I hope I remember how to deploy it, but there are instructions anyway. And as I mentioned, it's a pretty popular bag in Europe. I saw a lot of many people carrying it, but I think you just need to bring it back like this. Yeah, it folds up like a notebook, and then yeah, as you can see, this will go inside like this. Yeah, something like that. And then this will become a tote bag, a really good bag for vegetable shopping and whatnot. But if you are tired of carrying it like a tote bag, then what you can do is also carry it like a backpack. So over here it can become a backpack like this, and then you can carry it on your shoulder like this. and with the stuff, the weight of the bag, it will not let anything come out. Doesn't have a zipper, not waterproof or even water resistant, but I really like the concept. Usually when we are going out and we are not sure, then it's always good to have some sort of foldable bag in your main backpack or check-in baggage. And if you end up buying anything extra, then you can definitely use that, which I have done a lot of many times. So yeah, that's another thing that I bought, the Noda bag original. Alright, moving towards the next thing, let's look at some more stuff I have over here. So I bought this small Yeti 236 milliliter Rambler cup. I never had any Yeti product before, but they have great reputation in the EDC space and also in the outdoor space. So that's my first Yeti product, the Yeti Rambler. I'm mostly gonna be using it for coffee, and I got a Yeti sticker, so that's amazing. I don't remember how much that is, but it's definitely not cheaper. But the quality is super amazing. I think I'm gonna be using it for my morning coffee, and if I'm on the road, I just want to take anything to drink. It definitely fits the car sort of a cup holder, so that's really good. And I bought this again in Greece, in Athens. Also, I was posting the updates with the name of the shops and everything on my WhatsApp broadcast channel. So if you haven't already, you can subscribe to that, where I post real-time updates, and all the shops that I found for EDC, I posted it there, so you can also check it out. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. But yeah, I also bought this one from the EDC store in Greece, and yeah, my first EDC product. Alright, so let's move ahead and let me randomly pull out the next thing. And yeah, this is also very interesting. This is again something I picked from Prague, Czech Republic, in one of the souvenir shop, and this one is the handheld watch, which used to be very famous back in the days during Industrial Revolution time and whatnot. And I feel that these things still have this old charm, so that's why I wanted one for a long time, and I finally found one in Prague. So when you click it like this, it comes out and you can change the time from over here. You can keep it in the pocket, but more so for me, I have picked it up for of the detailing over here. I think it's made up of brass, and this sort of a wall is also in the Prague architecture. I think it's called the Oldtimer. I'm not really sure, don't quote me on this, but yeah, there's a good astronomical watch in Prague that you can check it out. So I'm mostly gonna be using it for EDC photography for my Instagram page and whatnot, for thumbnails. But yeah, I'm also gonna be using it for everyday carry every now and then when I don't feel like wearing a wristwatch. And there's a good charm in having these sort of vintage devices. I just hope it works, because it's not that expensive as it looks. I think it was for 1500 to 1600 rupees INR. But yeah, definitely a great pick, and definitely something that's gonna be going in my EDC collection pretty soon. Moving towards the next thing, let's see what I have. So I'll start from here. So yes, as you know, I totally love Victorianox products, and Victorianox is based out in Swiss. That's why it's called Swiss Army Knife. And I happened to went to the Victorianox sort of a headquarter in Zurich. Not headquarter, but a really big store. This one is the Victorianox Huntsman. That's one of my favorite outdoor tool. I already have it. I took it from India. I haven't bought it there. But what I bought from there is this scale. So as you can see, the Huntsman have this scale. When I bought it, I am not super excited about these scales, so I picked a new one. So these are the Victorianox Celador scale, and if you look closely, I managed to get some customization over here. So here it's written APX Tool, which is my website, my store, and let me bring it to the camera and maybe you can see. So the APX Tools, it was engraved in the store itself. I'm not sure if you can do it in any other country, but definitely you can do it in Victorianox store in Switzerland. They have all those things. And yeah, I need to figure out how to replace this scale, but I think it's gonna be pretty easy. So I just have to pry this out and just use it. So yeah, that's the another pick from Victorianox. But that's not all, because I have got so many things from Victorianox, and this is another thing that I got. This is like a quick deploy keychain. So let me quickly unbox it. And as you can see, there are two different keychains on either side. So one you can use it for your carabiner, one you can use it for the keys that you want to quickly deploy. And it's not magnetic, so it will not come out itself. I have seen a lot of magnetic sort of a quick deploy keychain used by people, but I was always worrying about the strength of magnet. But Victorianox makes a really good one, so it will not come out because it's not magnetically attached. How you get it out? You have to press it over here. So once you press it, then only it will detach, and that makes it a bit more reliable. So again, I don't know how much that it was, but it was not that expensive. This was definitely expensive. The engraving was not that cheap. I think I paid 2K for engraving and another 2K for the scales. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a use case for it now, but I'm definitely gonna be using it for my keychains and quick deploy things. So again, you just have to press it out and then it's gonna come out. So not magnetically attached, but looks like it's magnetically attached, but it's definitely mechanical and more secured and whatnot. I think there are a couple of more things I bought from Victorianox. So let's first look at them. So yeah, 3, And yes, so these are all the things that I bought from Victorianox. Let me, showcase you one by one. So the first thing that I bought is the classic SD 2025 ALOX edition. So every year Victorianox makes 2 or 3 knives which are limited edition. So this one is the classic SD. I already have a classic SD in yellow color, but this is the 2025 edition, and comes in really good sort of a cherry red color, the color of the Victorianox. I think it's not that, but it's pretty close. So classic SD is really cool. This one is the ALOX edition, comes with a scissor, really good scissor on one side. Then you have a small blade, and then you have a sort of a multi-tool, which is a nail filer, a pry bar, and also a sort of a flathead at here. And then what I bought is this sort of a thing, which is like a silicone case or a silicone holder for classic SD. And over here you can put your classic SD like this, and then you can attach it to your keychain. Classic SD is one of my favorite. It's absolutely good for keychain tools. Unfortunately, the ALOX version doesn't come up with the toothpick and the tweezer, but yeah. But I think it's much better because it's much higher quality. And over here you get a clip, you can attach it to your keychain. So that's another thing that I picked from Victorianox in Zurich. I also picked a Victorianox nail clipper. I think it's one of the best nail clipper available in the market. Not that cheap, of course, because it's Victorianox. But look at the form factor. It's really, really small. And how to use it is just start to flick it over here like this. And now it becomes a nail clipper ready to go. But once you're done, it flats sit like this. So flat, so small. Look at that. Just a small form factor nail clipper. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous for travel purposes. I'm definitely gonna using it more for my travel. But let's take a closer look over here. I think you also get a Swiss Army knife with the nail clipper built in, but that was really expensive, so I haven't gone for that one. But yeah, that's definitely staying in my travel toiletry bag whenever I'm traveling next. Also, I bought these 2 tool set by Victorianox, and these are the corkscrew tools. So if you don't already know, some Victorianox Swiss Army knife, they have a sort of a corkscrew which you can use to open corks and wine bottles and champagnes and whatnot. And the other functionality, you can use it for having some small tools like this. So this is a small screwdriver that I have over here. And similarly, I have bought this one. So over here you get more screwdrivers. So let's quickly unbox it. And over here you get like 4 different set of a screwdriver. So whenever you have a situation, you can use whatever you want. So, and this fits really well in the corkscrew like this. Yeah, like this it fits. So this one is a flathead. This one is a small Phillip head. This one is actually interesting because this one is a sim ejector tool. So yeah, this one you can use for sim ejection. And I think this one is a Torx. The hex. So whichever you want you can use, and then you can keep it over here like this. So I have picked this one set for the Victorianox, and similarly this is another set. This one is a fire starter set, so especially for huntsman, because huntsman is mainly used for camping and outdoors and whatnot. So I have picked this sort of a fire starter tool. So here you get 3 flint rod, and then you get your tinder. So tinder is something that you can use to start fire. Even when it's wet, you can still start fire. So how it goes is I think you first need to put the tinder like this, so it can fit in really well like this, and you need to bring it all the way to the bottom. And once it's all the way to the bottom, then you can attach a small sort of a fire starter flint rod over here like this. So now the Victorianox Huntsman become even better. I think I went too far. So now the Victorianox Huntsman becomes a really better outdoor tool thanks to the fire starter and thanks to the tinder over here. You can start fire anywhere. So how you can start a fire? It's relatively easier. So you can have the smaller knife like this, and then you can just scratch this, and then it will start fire. So a really interesting tool for camping. I already had it from my previous purchase from Victorianox, but yeah, now it becomes even better thanks to the tinder and thanks to the fire starter kit. Alright, moving ahead, just a couple of more things over here. So I also bought a souvenir coin from Prague, and again I mentioned I absolutely love the Prague architecture. Everything was really gothic. It gives a look of a old smuggler sort of a vibes, and this is a really heavy souvenir sort of a coin which I'm gonna be using it for my everyday carry photos. So on one side it says Prague, Czech Republic. This is the Prague Castle, and on the back it has the same astronomical clock design over here. So yeah, definitely this year I think I'm gonna be collecting more coins and maybe building one myself for the community. Let me know what you think about it, this idea. But yeah, that's another thing. And yeah, this one is really interesting. So I've always wanted a Kaweco pen. This one is really good in the EDC community, great reputation. It makes a ballpoint pen, it makes a fountain pen and whatnot. So I wanted it for a very long time, but it's easily not available, or it's very expensive. But in Europe it's easily available because it's made in Germany. So that's how it looks. Here I got a sticker, and that's the pen. in matte black, my favorite color. As you can see, Kaweco L Sports Germany. So I absolutely love matte black color, and as you can see, this one says Kaweco L Sport Germany, and yes, this was made in Germany. Really high quality pen. It has a weight to it, still very small form factor. You can use it for everyday carry. I haven't got the fountain pen because I already have too many fountain pens, so I have got the Parker edition. But let's do a quick write test. So as you can see, it write really well. And yeah, definitely gonna be my new everyday carry pen. It's a really high quality, not that cheap to be honest. It's a bit on the expensive side. I think it's for 12k. But yeah, I always wanted it for a very long time. So here I have it, the Kaweco pen made in Germany. I really like the packing. I really like the quality. German things are. Last but not the least, I have just one pocket knife. Not many pocket knives I have bought on this trip because I already have many of them. But this one is the Gerber small pocket knife. I don't know the name. Apologies for that. But yeah, I bought this small pocket knife because of one thing that I have in mind of one's future project. But to be honest, I already have a lot of pocket knives, but not this small. Look at that one. And Gerber is again a really renowned everyday carry outdoor company. I think it's called Gerber Dime. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna check and put in the description or in the caption. But yeah, let's compare it to my iPhone. So yeah, for the size reference, here's my iPhone 16 and here's the knife. As you can see, it's much smaller. So definitely you can take it to different places. Very much legal in all sort of places, especially where the knife limit has a blade length and the overall limit. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to add it to my everyday carry, and definitely will be showing this in more videos. So stay tuned. So yeah, that's everything that I got from my last 3 weeks trip to Europe. I absolutely enjoyed it. If you want to see some behind the scene, then definitely join my Instagram, follow me there, and also check the highlights, and also join the Instagram broadcast channel where I showed everything in real time. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out the shop apx.tools. There are few things that are coming up this month, so keep an eye out and subscribe to the newsletter for the discount if you haven't already. And on that note, thank you for staying till the very end, and I'm gonna see you in the next one.